Hey Scorpio, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your next 72 at the end of June 2021. And this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. We are going to be looking at your overall energy for the next 3 days and expanding on that energy, clarifying that, and then we're going to look at what you don't see coming and get some advice from your guides. We're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Only the Galactic Council. And the energy of the next 3 days for you, Scorpio, echoes ancient culture, roots, and customs. So let's take a look at that. Expand on that a little bit. And what is coming for you in the next 3 days? What kind of energy is coming at you? We've got the Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups reversed. So this Queen of Wands in echoes, I feel like echoes ancient culture, roots, and customs. I also feel like these echoes have to do with memories and things from the past that you're thinking about. So there's some kind of memories where you were definitely feeling inspired, intrinsically inspired, perhaps inspired by someone else in your life, or you're thinking back to inspired times. These also could be sexy times, romantic times, but also times of invention, times of creation and co-creation, bringing things together, melding energies, manifesting. This feels bright and happy. And then we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. So there's some kind of dislodging from that, an ungroundedness that is happening. And this can be remembering these things. And this can also be kind of a replay of something that's happened in the past in the next 3 days. So what this looks like is there's actually, really good, happy, productive, healthy, healing energy, inspired energy, passionate energy. And this is ungrounding from it. And this is also this Nine of Cups reverse is, wishes not being fulfilled. This is also something, this can be miscommunication or misguidance. Is that a word? Misguidance, you know what I mean? But this is like some kind of guidance that somebody wasn't taking, and perhaps listening to themselves, but not grounding into something. It's like there was an idea or a concept or something that was co-created that fell short of something, fell short of grounding. It's like it didn't get started. And that ended up not being the actual wish that needed to be fulfilled or wanted to be fulfilled there. It's like somebody lost out. Let's clarify that a little. Actually, I want to use these. Okay. So, yeah, I almost feel like somebody wasn't willing to ground into this idea or concept, and that ended up really being a wish unfulfilled. Echoes, ancient culture, roots, customs. Yeah, this does look like a romantic endeavor, pursuing a romantic I'm hearing vice, pursuing a romantic vice. So that's kind of interesting because that has the feeling of obsession. And here is the key, not grounding into the actual knowledge, not grounding into the actual truth. This is also about not putting the work into something. Not putting the effort into something. This feels one-sided. And the Nine of Cups reversed. Wish fulfillment not happening. And yeah, it does. It feels one-sided. And there was some kind of commitment, yet somebody didn't hold up their end of the commitment. And with the echoes here, this very well could be a kind of a repeated pattern. Let me clarify that a little more. So something, within the next 3 days, some kind of information coming to the surface here around that. Let's see. Here's the Death card. So complete transformation, a rebirth, and the Two of Swords. And so there's this rebirth that's happening, this full cycle, complete circle, walking to it's like walking into the space with a new energetic pattern. And here's the Two of Swords. This is kind of being at a standstill, kind of being in incubation, not making decisions, perhaps not having enough information to make a decision. And here is the Star. It is reversed. This is a feeling of the loss of hope. So let's look at energy that you don't see coming, perhaps in this next 3 days. Okay, I'm going to grab those as well. Energy that you don't see coming in the next 3 days. Okay. And we have the Marriage card. And Imprisonment. And Pathway. Energy that you don't see coming. Wow, Scorpio. Okay, I want to say that this is not necessarily a marriage, totally can be. But I want to say that with a commitment here, this can be a commitment. This can be something that you've committed to. So it can be a marriage or a relationship, but it can be a commitment of some kind that keeps you in kind of in lockdown. And this Pathway card is all about, I want to say making decisions, but that's not what I feel like this card is about, but that's what I'm hearing. But this Pathway card is talking about long time, long term, even a couple of years. So there's some kind of commitment that you've been in for a long time, energy that you don't see coming. I would say there's this possibility of making some kind of commitment that's going to end up feeling like, wow, I committed to this thing, whatever it is, and I'm feeling kind of stuck or trapped. And it could last for a while. So be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you're committing to. And let's go ahead and get some messages of love. Let's get some advice from your guides here. Passion. Try something you've never done before. I feel like that's what the passion is, what this was about. It was a passion project. It was a passionate relationship. And very possibly that's not there anymore. And you're being asked to commit to something that feels like this is quite burdensome. And it just feels very heavy. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. I want to say too that some kind of commitment that was made. Okay, Scorpio, do not shoot the messenger. But what this feels like is kind of like creating a situation. It's like making decisions that ultimately are driving you crazy. Making decisions that it's like you feel like you have to make a decision, but you really don't. But if you commit to whatever this is, then you're obligated. So just be careful. Take some time to work this out before you jump into it. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. You know, what this is talking about is, this is still talking about wish fulfillment, but living in the future that can be a huge commitment, living in the future. And your true love is already part of your life, here and now, living presently. I feel like as your angels are giving you that advice, living presently rather than planning and living for the thing that's going to happen one day. I want to get this final card from your angels and guides about what to focus on for your highest and your greatest good and your most benevolent outcome for the next 3 days. There's some kind of commitment that could have you totally stuck for a couple of years that doesn't have any real return of energy for you if you're living in the future, here and now. Okay. And journey to wholeness. There's something here about duality. And instead of living in duality, even with one foot in one world and another foot in another world, that's just spreading yourself so thin. Journey to wholeness. And this is about creating oneness out of that duality, putting those things together and experiencing wholeness instead of separateness. oneness. Huh? Okay, Scorpio, let me know how this resonated with you. I'll be back in July. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Scorpio.